What's up, guys? I'm here back with another project. I own a custom integration company where we help people integrate technology into their homes and businesses. In today's video, we're going to talk about one of our media walls that we're building for a client and the decisions they made for their specific media wall, and then what we do prep-wise before we're on site for installation. So in a media wall, you've seen them in the past on our channel, but we typically do a backer board behind a TV that we can have layered lighting on. So whether that is just ambient lighting behind that backer board or HDMI-synced lighting, this client ended up deciding to go with HDMI-synced lighting that will pair into an Apple TV as well as his Xbox. So what we end up doing is the client has a 65-inch Sony that we acquired for him. We typically almost always do Sony for TVs. We are Samsung and LG dealers as well, but our preference is Sony. So we end up doing a backer board that will match that. Now in the past, we have done PVC backer boards, and while that is less prep work for us, because they already come in a high gloss finish, they're much more difficult to work on as far as cutting and managing them. So the last couple, we've ended up doing MDF boards. So we buy an 8x4 sheet of MDF, we cut it down to size. So in this case, we cut it down to have a 5-inch reveal on all 4 sides of the TV. We prime it so that it locks down all the fibers of the MDF. And then we paint and sand 4 layers of high gloss white paint on it. We can do multiple colors, but typically it ends up being white because it reflects the light the best. Now, when we're on site, we will end up cutting a hole in the center of this to mount our articulating mount behind. This board will get spaced out 1.5 inches off the wall, which we end up doing with a 2x4 frame. So this will end up being a Sonos system that's tied to it. So a Sonos 5.1. So we're running the Sonos Arc, we're running the Era 100s as 2 rear channels, and then we're running the Sonos Sub. All of that will live in a Salamander entertainment center. We are direct dealers for Salamander. My personal opinion, they make the absolute best AV cabinets. They're incredible. All the glass is RF. They're beautiful. They're made locally here to us in Connecticut, which is even better. It allows us for local pickup. We can bring our clients right to their factory. This isn't a plug for Salamander. I really do just think they make the best AV cabinets. So that was a really fun media wall for us to install. The aesthetic of it looked great at the end. I really do love those Salamander Designs AV cabinets below them. Sonos does a great job with their wireless systems. In this scenario, the basement was already finished, so we couldn't wire for a traditional 5.1 or a 7.1 that we normally are putting in, but still a great result for the client. If you're interested in having any type of work like this done in your own home, please check out the links below. We do offer smart home, lighting, audio, AV, anything that you can think of in that arena. If you are building a house, make sure you don't miss our smart home checklist below. It is awesome. We've had hundreds of sales on it with tons of people utilizing it to not miss anything in a new construction house when they are building. And as always, if you are looking for Ubiquiti equipment, we do have an affiliate link. It helps our channel out a ton. I appreciate you making it this far in the video. I'll catch you in the next one.